Hi guys, Amy here from ALM Fitness, and today I want to talk to you about a guide to eating out. So we all do it, we all often go out, socialise, and typically it's a time when you may overindulge and potentially be detrimental to your fat loss goals. So here's a guide today to help you make healthy choices, healthy decisions when you are eating out. So firstly, plan ahead. Take a look at the menu, whichever restaurant that you're going to, take a look at the menu and think about what is it that you can have that will stay within your calorie target for the day. Choose a healthy choice, see what's on the menu and try and choose the best option for you and your goals on the menu. Prioritise protein and veg. So look at dishes that will be high in protein and you can get plenty of vegetables too, and that will then typically be a little bit healthier, a little bit lower in calories rather than the high carb, high fat meals. So yeah, moving on to the next point is try and choose a high carb, low fat option or a low carb, high fat option. So try not to choose a dish that is high in both, that is high carbs and high fat. So typically, like a pasta dish with lots of sauce, things like that, and very little protein and veg. So try and choose either or for those. So try and choose something that's got quite high carbs and very little fat, or maybe low carbs and high fat, and hopefully you'll still be within your goals when it comes to your calorie target. Think about liquid calories. So it's quite easy to drink our calories, which again leads to that overindulgence and taking us over our calorie target of whether it's a deficit or even taking us over maintenance, which will then cause to fat gain. So think about what is it that you're drinking. Do you want to have those alcoholic drinks? Do you really need them? Yes, you might be able to have them. Yes, they may still fit within your calorie target for the day, and that's absolutely fine. But it's when it comes to drinking the alcohol, having maybe Coke, lemonade, Fanta, things like that, that will be having higher calories in, which again will go all towards taking you over that calorie target for the day, when really you could maybe just have water, you could have soda water and lime, or you could just have a sugar-free option of those fizzy drinks. Then you want to think about your sides and your sauces. So do you need to order extra sides? Do you need to order some fries, whatever, as a side, or maybe could you have some extra vegetables instead of the typically carb, higher calorie option? Be mindful of the sauces that come on the dishes, because again, it's the high fat option of the sauce that's covered on the dish there. Portion control. Now, when you have a meal at home, you probably wouldn't have have a starter, main and dessert. You might have a starter and a main, you may have a main and a dessert, but typically at home you wouldn't have all three. So when you're out, do you really need to have all three courses? Do you need to have that starter, main, dessert and sides on as well on top of all of that? Or could you just be quite satisfied with just one meal and potentially either a starter or a dessert, depending on what you really want? Try and think about banking some calories beforehand, so in the day or a few days before leading up to that event, that social occasion, try and bank some calories. So if you're already in a calorie deficit, try and save a few extra, maybe put yourself in a little bit of a harsher deficit just to save some extra calories for the social event that's coming up. You can then indulge a little bit more, you can then have your alcoholic drinks, you can then have your dessert if you really want to, and you've got a little bit more leeway when it comes to your calorie target for the week. And then finally, think about hydration levels. So don't turn up at the restaurant dehydrated and starving hungry, because once you get there you will then want to eat everything in sight. You will want to order 3 courses, and everything that you've thought about beforehand will go out of the window. So keep yourself plenty hydrated. You will be less likely to be tempted into those spur of the moment decisions, and you will stick to your plan by eating what you'd already pre-planned and staying focused with your fat loss goals and your health goals. Hopefully that's helped. So this has been our guide to eating out. Let us know if it's helping you, and whatever else that you might do that really helps you with your goals as well. Okay, thanks a lot.